So we're back. It is Wednesday evening for me, straight after work. Yeah, a bit of the same, but this time we're making pretty good progress. So about where I'm stood, we'll be cutting through the path for the quad. There is a lovely patch of get a bit closer so you can hear me, but a lovely patch of blackberries here. I will have to cut through most of it, but definitely ready to eat. Definitely do something with the amount of blackberries that I get here, fresh every year. Not a mega fan on jam, just because of the amount of sugar you have to put in it. I don't really like the taste of it. I find it a bit weird. But other than eating them, you just come and go every year. But aside from that, I'll set you up on the time lapse again, and we'll get straight to it because it's so not everything goes perfectly. May have made a slight mistake and got in the brush cutter trapped in the tarpaulin. But luckily there's a load of tarpaulin and I'm not too bothered about it. So with that we'll carry on. Right, we've made a good bit of progress this evening. We have. So about from the green tarp there to the tree, and all this was overgrown, you'll see in the time lapse. So I'm coming through here at 12 foot, right the way through there. When I'm doing that, I'll be looking for the flattest, driest spots. Luckily there's a lot of that down here, so I've got a lot of choice compared to the rest of the land, which is a bit boggy. Well, at least half of it anyway, half of the field. Hopefully I've got plans to have an excavator on hire whilst this JCB's broken, to do a few other jobs that I've got lined up. So I might get a chance to sort of skim through here with the excavator. If not, I'm sure it'll be fine. But got to get right down the bottom. There's all sorts going on down there, bridge building, might even put some sort of road through here. It'll probably just remain a farm track, like just dirt for the quad to go through. Possibly a treehouse build down here, so stay tuned and I'll see you on the next clip. Right, little one here. Can you guess what all this is? Comments on the postcard below. Right, currently sat in my caravan eating chicken wings from Lidl. I did get the jackery, obviously I've got it with me, so I'm staying in my caravan this weekend, at least for Saturday night. Last time I would have seen you guys would have been on Wednesday's clip that I got. Since then I didn't get any more clips. I've just been doing some general stuff here. I didn't film, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm testing the jackery this weekend, so I'll be making a lot of clips on that. Really like a real world test, you know, not a sponsorship. I bought it. I've got a few different ways I want to try charging it, which include my old Corsa, which can now act as a generator. So I want to get a good a good clip on that explaining it. Other than that, it's on with the trail clearing. So I'm going to finish the chicken wings, chilling in the caravan, and I'll see you in my next clip. Bye for now. So you join me again on another lovely evening at Finland. I've had a few thoughts, so bear with me. So I recently bought a Jackery 2000 V2, I believe, with the two 200 watt solar panels, which gives me 400 watt of solar input. With the combined panels, I got the car charging cable and every other bits that I needed with it. I actually bought it, I wasn't sponsored, so I was just going to do a few clips here and there, but what I'm going to do is, over the course of me actually using it, I'm going to get enough clips to put a full video together of an actual real world test of one of these products, as a main source of electricity for me, which it will be here on the land with the caravan. So I've got a few appliances that I want to buy. I'm looking at one of those 55 litre portable 12 volt compressor fridges. Sorry, I just thought I could see someone up there, but nobody's there. So yeah, so I was looking at getting a portable compressor fridge freezer, which is like 40 to 50 watts. That'll be the biggest appliance I run. Interestingly, I ran my Samsung smartphone and the iPhone 14, I believe, which is what this video is being recorded on at the minute, and they were combined, believe it or not, unless I'm mistaken, it said 14 watts. So I was charging both phones at once and it was only 14 watts. I used it over the entire weekend just gone, which will be the clip that you guys just saw from, of me sat in the caravan eating my chicken. That weekend ended up just chilling out really, so I'm going to carry on with the clips from the week before, which for me, but you guys, it's one video of moving through here, which is an important step in progress. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that I am going to put in a full dedicated video for the Jackery. I think it's worth it. You know, it cost 1,281 in the end on the Jackery mid-year sales or whatever, which have just ended, unfortunately. But yeah, I think it should be a good product, and as I say, it'll be something that I will be reliant upon, so I just hope it works. As a side note, for anyone, when this video is uploaded, if anyone's ever used an EcoFlow or Jackery or similar, I believe you've got to use an inverter generator, or if it's a diesel generator, you've got to have AVR on it, which is a form of an inverter, I believe. So do you guys use inverter generators to charge these expensive power banks, or do you use like normal, like non-inverter, like alternator generators, so you got your standard petrol generators, the cheap ones you can buy, or you can get the more expensive inverter type generators, like the little Honda suitcase ones. I believe you've got to use the inverter ones, but if you guys have anything different, let me know, because it would be nice to use some of my old school generators to charge for Jackery. But if not, I think I have an inverter generator, but it involves clearing this trail to get down to the cabin, which, well, there's a cabin down in the woods that I built originally with my granddad and the help of my dad and my uncle Dave. It was quite a family project. It's only a small cabin, but it's like a tool storage type thing, a shed really. I have yet to show you that guy. I've yet to show that to you guys yet. But enough of me rambling. Right, so I've just been cutting a heck of a load of brush stuff. It's literally like I think I'm quite sure I'm like maybe 5'7" or something, 5'8", no idea really. But this stuff is at least 6 foot. The stuff I'm cutting through, it's crazy tall and unmanaged for many years, I'd imagine. But we've hit largely the section of trees now, so I think I'm going to go in here and start cutting these branches back to get me access, because now the brush cutter blade is swinging on branches, which isn't good, because it can damage the already damaged blade, but also it just lets, you know, stuff flies about and you risk shattering stuff on the brush cutter. So I'm just going to get the chainsaw out, yeah, and start cutting some of these limbs off in here, in hopes to make a clearer space through under these trees and continue forward. Well, that was a shocker, guys. I was chainsawing, I put her up at an angle and my chain come off. Luckily nothing bad happened, so let's put her back on and carry on. As you can see, we're slowly cutting our way through. We want this one down, possibly that one, and then we'll see about the fate of these. Definitely these little ones in the middle, because it's flat ground all the way through here, which is what we want to get to the woods, to put this track through. Right, let's fix this. Well, in that last clip there, as I approached the tripod, I had run out of fuel. You notice the chainsaw cut out. So for me it's 9 PM, quite late, got work tomorrow. For you guys, it'll be the next clip, nothing to worry about. I'm left literally mid-cut, but it's totally safe. I'm not worried anyone's going to come on here and injure themselves. I don't think that monster of a tree is going anywhere until I finish that cut. Bye for now. Right, good morning. So just thought I'd get a little bit different. Let me know if you want some more of these clips. I'm on site today. So this is how I earn money for Finland. So I'll show you this view. This is a view from the scaffolding. And yeah, so I'll be loading out all this stone down here for it to be laid gable end to these houses. And yeah, that's essentially how I make the money. Work on site, I've done for a while, I suppose, the only thing I've done. The thing, packs of stone or brick or block, whatever's needed, get lifted up by a telehandler. This is a loading bay. This cage comes down, so if I pull on there, I can't do it with one hand, but that cage comes down for the fork to come up, and I load everything out. I bring mortar up and feed the bricklayers. I'm going to go and show a clip of the views without me in it, because the views on this site are quite something. But if you'd like to see a bit more of what I do outside of Finland, then just let me know. See you in another one. Well, a quick break in the time lapse because it's getting a bit warm, so I'm going to take the hoodie off, put my high vis back on, and then carry on moving stuff. So this is a view on the other side of the scaffolding, and even behind me, all these trees, it's just more moorland, the trees are blocking it. So we've moved a good pallet's worth of gear, and we are on for the last one, and then I'll have to get some more with the telehandler. The general theme is you've got a large block, a medium block, and if we walk over here over the scaffolding pole for you guys, we've got a small block, so it's pretty self-explanatory: large, medium and small. And yeah, that's about it really. I'll carry on loading out. Again, the sky's actually cleared up a bit. I don't know if you can see from over there. I don't know if the scaff tubes are in the way, but it's just a mega view really on this job site, and I'm quite liking it. So I'll put you back on the tripod, we'll carry on time-lapsing, and I'll So we've pretty much moved that pallet. It might not look like much on a time lapse, but that's a fair bit of hard work, and these are a lot bigger than bricks and carrying 3 at a time. And you're going quite far down the scaffolding, so I've done a fair bit. I'm going to not have a break, I'm going to get something quick to eat, and apparently there's some stone arriving at 2:30, but I need to get some more blocks up to carry on unloading and to fill out my day. So I'm going to get literally the quickest spot of lunch I can get and get some more stone, get some more stone up here. Right, well that's always a little nerve-wracking. Don't worry, I am trained, experienced and qualified in plant machinery. But it's always a little twitching, getting something up that high, but we've got it up and time to unload. Well, repeat the process of this morning, that's the same thing really, so possibly a few more time lapses, or I might just leave it, but I think I'll do a few more time lapses because I think you guys want to see some more content from the stuff you've been commenting. But yeah, let's carry on. Right, I'm going to officially end this video here. A little bit different today. Me at Finland, me staying in the caravan, and then me going to work. Yeah, I hope this sort of blend works and I can sort of groove it into the normal videos that I'm doing. I do feel like I've a bit more comfortable putting a camera to my face, possibly. Please let me know. But as I say, I'm going to end this video here. I really hope you've liked what I'm putting out, and please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.